right, it is the ass crack of dawn because who sleeps? And I'm headed out to the office, which is why we just have on a quick little easy 5-minute work face. In fact, I did more for y'all than I did for work because one thing about it, I'm gonna go to work because they want this mortgage every month on the first, but I'm not working hard. So welcome back to my channel. Hey, if all goes according to plan, you all should be seeing this video on Friday the 13th because this is indeed a nightmare for me. Folks, the time has come for what I have dubbed my annual humiliation ritual, in that we will, I guess, do a rundown of every fragrance that I added in my collection for the previous year. This has become a thing here, and in an effort to be consistent with it, and in an effort to do an inventory, a check-in of sorts, and really see and assess and analyze what we added to the collection or removed from the collection. Yes, folks, it is time for me to recap every fragrance I added to my collection in 2025. This should be something else, don't you think? I'm going to specifically focus on fragrances that were purchased by me with my own money, because I know how y'all can get. Plus, I be getting a lot of PR, which I'm really grateful for, but y'all don't give a damn about that. So let's just get into the ones that I actually spent my coin on. And before we do that, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload another video. Duh. After you subscribe, turn those post notifications on and set them to all so you don't miss the next upload, or you don't miss when I post a little deal. Make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up and hype it up as well, because it's free and it goes such a long way to help support the channel and help us to grow. I'm here before heading into work, and if you know, it's a miserable commute, so please subscribe. It'll mean so much. And last but most certainly not least, at least I think for this video, I should have most, if not all, of these fragrances linked down below. So please use any applicable links, discounted links, or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps support the channel. And you go buy it anyway. You go buy it anyway. Please. Before we deep dive into the annual humiliation ritual, let me share my scent of the day. This is an oldie but a goodie to the channel, and one of my faves, as you can probably tell by the dent. This is Sniff's collaboration with Monet McMichael, and this is Rose Error, one of the first fragrances they sent over to me, and definitely my top pick from Sniff. It is fruity and fresh from some strawberry and some pear. There's also some like bubbly soap or aldehydes in this, something that makes it literally smell soapy, bubbly. And it's also got some saffron in it. It's musky. It is fresh, but also warm, and a not only good performer, a compliment getter, and perfect for first impressions. I actually had a meeting with a vendor today, so I decided to pull this out because, one, I've been wearing it a bunch recently, so spoiler alert for the favorites. Whenever I get back to doing those on the channel, this will be in an upcoming favorites for sure. Definitely one I highly recommend getting your nose on. I'll make sure I have a discount code for Sniff down below in the description box. But again, today's scent of the day is my fave, Rose Error from Sniff. All right, I think our housekeeping is done for the day, so let's go ahead and dive into the mess. Are we gonna do tester strips for all of these? No, absolutely the hell not. Now, if you are anything like me, January is a new start, the performative new year, new me, trying to, die off to old habits and start afresh and anew in the new year. And that was allegedly my philosophy going into 2025. So in January, I definitely was on more of a low buy. I got a number of fragrances in PR, but the only fragrances, I can't even say fragrances, it's a fragrance that I picked up in January 2025 is Love Letter from Aubusson Perfumes Pastimes. This is one that I picked up from TJ Maxx, one that is obviously well loved, and one that we talked about a bunch, not just towards the top of the year, but I took this through the spring and the summer as well. It is a fresh, juicy guava, but it also has a freshness to it because I believe it's guava blossom. The notes are on here. Yeah, guava blossom. but it's juicy from some citrus and some musks. This was a cheapy but a goodie, and so fresh, clean, fruity, fun, but still like wearable and made lasting impressions. My maîtresses enjoyed this, and it was perfect to layer with some of my other fresh fruity fragrances as well. So if you enjoy fruity, flirty, clean, but also like not like girly, I feel like this is perfectly unisex, maybe even masculine to some people. Someone has told me it smells masculine. I think it was Vanilla when she smelled it, but this is a good time for warmer weather, and obviously one that I fell in love with during the wintertime. This was recommended to me from Perfume Princess, so definitely recommend getting your nose on this one if you come across it in your TJ Maxx or Marshalls, especially for $15. Please, love this one. And that is, I think, the only fragrance that I picked up during the month of January. So let's move on to February. Diving into February, which we are in February at the time of me filming this video, obviously for the following year. But in February, I kept it kind of cute as well. I only picked up a couple of travels. Yes, I'm going to include travels this year as well, just to kind of, give you an update on some of these and whether or not I think they are full bottle worthy. Anyway, with it being February, I picked up these two fragrances from Octavia Morgan, a black owned fragrance house. I think they're based out of LA, but these are available at Ulta. That's where I picked them up. As you can see, these are well loved. This is Midnight Orchard, one that we have discussed before. A really sweet, spicy, woody fragrance. It's vanilla, it's peach, a little bit of pepper, just to give it a little sultriness, a little sexiness. And I think it's sandalwood, something kind of creamy, sweet vanilla. Of course, vanillas and everything. If you are a fan of vanilla and you want one that doesn't smell cakey, one that isn't loud, and one that gives you immaculate walk by air and does get compliments, layers well, all of the things, definitely recommend getting your nose on this one. This was my first love from Octavia Morgan, and it's absolutely, as you can see, full bottle worthy. And the other one, which is another fragrance from Octavia Morgan, Dark Rose, I've actually been reaching for this one quite a bit recently in present day times. I didn't really pull for this one much last year when I picked it up, but this year in this cold, a great time. Plum, patchouli. It is fruity sweet, but it is sexy, very rosy. It's very tart, but also like deep and warm from that plum. A great time. I actually layered this recently with Musk Noir Rose. Got compliments. That's another thing about Octavia Morgan, at least from what I've experienced from these two fragrances. These get compliments without being like beast mode. Black excellence. Go ahead and pick these up if you have not got your nose on these. Absolutely full bottle worthy, and I will be exploring more from Octavia Morgan going forward. Hashtag black excellence. Got some other fragrances in PR during the month of February, but that was all that I purchased. Kept it real cute. Moving on to March, we are still being strong and responsible in our low buy, I should say, because it wasn't necessarily a no buy. But I wasn't doing a whole lot of shopping towards the top of the year. Howsoever, I did blind buy this one when it got on my radar. And I don't know about y'all, during March, even though it's transitioning into spring technically, it still be cold here where I live. That didn't stop nothing. Didn't stop nothing. This got on my radar in March, and I blind bought Thomas Cosmales No. 4 Neon. No stranger to this channel at all, and I know y'all see that dent. Listen, this became a signature scent for me in 2025, okay? Starting in March, I was wearing this back to back to back to back. I also decanted this for multiple people because of the visual reactions that I got every single time I wore this fragrance. Just about every single time I wore this fragrance, I'm going to get a compliment. It is so fresh. Very zesty, zingy, tart, juicy from citrus as well as some mango, some pineapple. And this was the beginning of a rabbit hole of sorts when it comes to mango fragrances in my collection for 2025. We'll talk about that later, but just know that this started something. It's also really ozonic, fresh, clean, musky, and also very strong. This, I'm trying to tell you, if you enjoy smelling fresh and clean, almost to where it could give cologne, but not quite. This was Alexis in a bottle all spring, all summer. Beyonce, female pop vocalist. This this was the moment for 2025. Shout out again to Simply Aisha, Demetria, and Smell Like Pat. This changed my life and such an affordable gem. I will be keeping this in the rotation in my collection for years to come. Love it oh so much, and definitely recommend getting your nose on it if you haven't. Again, this is Thomas Cosmalis Number 4 Neon. Number 4 Neon is the one and only fragrance I purchased myself in March because, again, hashtag responsible. Moving on to April, I picked up a couple of travels, one being the Ellis Brooklyn, if I could speak, Guava Granita fragrance, which, if you all remember, I did not enjoy. That and this other fragrance we're going to talk about in a second were some blind buys I picked up to try out, test out, because I love fruity fragrances. And that Guava Granita, while it had a sprinkling of guava, it was more so a banana fragrance, and banana is not my zhuzh, especially when it's really like creamy, almost like a smoothie. It was just a little too literal milky for me, so that was returned to the store. Howsoever, Dead Cool's Mochi Milk was not. You see, this got a lot of wear out of me between then and now, and I still really enjoy this. If you are a fan of Young Bougie Marshmallow, but that is a little too foodie, and you wanted to go a little more clean girl sandalwood, that is this. While this is not the exact same notes, they give me a similar scent profile and experience in that it is sweet, it's airy, it's fluffy, vanillic, but not as desserty. It's more, like I said, sandalwood for it. Also has peach, which if you know, I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to peach. Even though I love it, it doesn't always work out for me. This, however, did. I reached for this a lot for bed. It layers well and it's just sweet without being nauseating. Definitely recommend getting your nose on this one. It is absolutely full bottle worthy and delicious at the same time. Again, this is Dead Cool's Mochi Milk, the only travel that I kept from that little run in April. April was a little bit more productive, I'll say. First off, we started with Fly Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. This was a new release in 2025 and one that started off as a sample that I slept on until I tried it on skin. This is just everything I aspire to be. Fresh, clean, beautiful, effortlessly beautiful, warm, cozy, comforting, cuddly, but also like rich and a bad bitch. Like, this is, as you can see, very well loved by not only me but Mama Tresses. My best friend fell in love with this as well. That almond, those powdery facets just help smooth out what I deem a masterpiece, but smoothed it out and made it a little more refined and a bit more approachable, more wearable, easier to reach for. Absolutely love this, but y'all already knew that, and if you didn't, or if you're new to the channel, the dent is exposing my business. This is classy, clean, put together, but still cuddly and comforting and approachable at the same time, and easy to wear. A performer, projector, compliment getter. I love layering this with the original. I've layered this with other almondy fragrances or other fresh, clean fragrances, and it's going to get it done with or without any help. Definitely recommend getting your nose on this one, whether or not you enjoyed the original, because this one is just more palatable and one that was a great new addition to the collection during the month of April. Again, that is Parfums de Marly's Valaya Exclusive. Sorry, y'all, I ain't mean to run away. I'm trying to keep myself on track. Another new addition during the month of April that was also a new release at the time that I blind bought is Maison Taha's Printemps Blanc, my first from the house, my only. Respectfully, this was sold out for quite some time, but I was able to snag it. Shout out to Ursula for being the plug Printemps Blanc was a spring release and was sold out everywhere when it launched. This is vanilla, orange blossom, sandalwood. There's some citrus and some tea in this, so it's like calming and a little clean even, but still like sweet, airy. Oh, it's powdery. It's like, think the powderiness of the marshmallow. Not the actual marshmallow, but like the outside of the marshmallow. That's kind of what this gives me. Some people have compared this to 100 Silent Waves, which, believe it or not, I've never smelled. Regardless, this is so good, and as you can see, well loved. I did decant this for a few people, including myself, for travel, but no, this is so addictive. It's an extra, FYI, and it's strong, but not a screamer. This is more so like scent bubble, walk by air, compliment getter for sure, and just effortless, easy, pretty. Perfect for spring and easy reach. And honestly, this is signature scent worthy and has gotten sweeter as it sat. So addictive, I had to make myself put this down because the dent was getting out of control and I just couldn't believe I was flying through this fragrance that fast. Highly recommend this. If you're a vanilla fan and orange blossom fan, you have to enjoy orange blossom. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just pretty girl in springtime. Again, another new addition during the month of April was Printemps Blanc from Maison Mataha. Last but most certainly not least, another blind buy because of who I am as a person, courtesy of so many of the girlies. Fumi, AI Grey, the Santa Maria. So many people were raving about this fragrance and they weren't wrong. This is Portofino 97 from Victoria Beckham Beauty. My first and only fragrance from them, but I will be exploring more because this made such a lasting impression. It almost gives saffron, but I don't know if saffron is listed in the notes. I know there's like some patchouli. It's very ambery and sweet, spicy. This is fresh, but like very luxurious and unisex. Very polarizing. Not going to be for everybody. And a little bit of this goes a long way, which it should, because, you know, for this to be a quote-unquote designer fragrance, this ain't necessarily cheap. For a 50 ml, I think it's $200. Worth it, but try to get it on sale, respectfully. Performer, projector, compliment getter. This is vacation, but luxurious, okay? David and Victoria be wearing this. I just know. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, but again, polarizing, not going to be for everybody. I think it got some incense in it too. It's got a little smokiness to it. Again, complex, layered, but oh, so good. If you got a white party, if you finna be on the yacht, if you go on a sexy date night for summertime, signature summertime. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one. But honestly, this packs enough punch to perform in the cold weather too. Regardless, another new addition during the month of April was Victoria Beckham's Portofino 97. My eyes keep running, but we're gonna finish this video. April was a solid fragrance month, a great fragrance month if you ask me. So much so that I didn't buy anything during the month of May. So we can go ahead and skip on over to June. Now June was where I got a little weak and impatient when it comes to a fragrance that has been on my wish list for years at that point. And I just got sick of waiting and played myself, respectfully, purchasing the 1 ounce of 724. My lighting's not going to show, but this is MFK 724. Y'all already know how we feel about this one. And the reason I say I played myself, because why would I get this little ass bottle knowing I'm going to run through it? 724 is another freshie because of who I am as a person. Very aldehydic, very floral, sandalwood, musk, just effortless, easy elegance, but another passive aggression addition. This seems dainty, delicate, soft, pretty girl. No. This lasts all freaking day. You just smell nice. I literally was told that I smelled nice wearing this. Yes, a compliment getter. Even with those little soft, pretty girl notes, this This is a head turner, okay? Perfect for all year round. Your bride, but especially in the summer months with some skin out, the sun just beaming on you. This, another summer 2025 scent memory in a bottle. This, ooh, boy, we had a time last night. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you want to smell clean and classy and put together, but without working hard. And this is a new addition for the month of June, the first new addition for the month of June, MFK's 724. Now this one doesn't technically count as a new addition for the month of June because it was a re-up, but I did get another bottle, specifically this big bottle of Greenwich Village, because I finished my 50 ml, and y'all know I'm not gonna live a day without having Greenwich Village in my collection. It just makes me so happy. It is fruity and juicy from some lychee. It's sweet from some praline. It's floral. It is just effortless, clean, pretty, but still sweet, flirty. This is like rich girl, clean girl. Rich girl meets clean girl. Definitely a bun, white t-shirt and jeans type of fragrance, but make it luxurious. Lasts all day, layers well. Definitely in that kind of Baccarat-esque scent profile to a lot of people, but better and better performing, better experience overall. For me, that's for me. You do what you want to do over there. This has so much sentimental value to me, not only because of the wear experience, how it makes me feel, or scent memories attached to it, but because this was my first niche baby, and one that, again, I will never be without. And if you want a great kind with this, go ahead and layer her with Ambrosia Imperial from Navitus in collaboration with AI The Great. That combo hit every single time. This gets compliments by itself, but if you want a combo that hits, go ahead and add this to it and thank me later. Another new addition of sorts during the month of June was Greenwich Village from Bond No. 9. Also during the month of June, I picked up an official travel of BDK's Empatia, which I appreciate, so that way it gives you an alternative to jumping out of the window to a full-size bottle. This is rose and pear, some woodiness. It's fine, but not necessarily a love because it's something that I feel like I've experienced before. Here's the thing with this one. First of all, when I was trying it during the summer months, it went very wrong. Very, very wrong. Not only was it was just too strong, and I definitely probably sprayed too much. This also just, like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad scent, but I don't get the craze because to me, this smells like Guidance 46 Delina. This smells familiar. Maybe with like a subtle difference. Definitely more fruity to my nose than Guidance, but still Guidance adjacent, still Delina adjacent. I know this was a hit for a number of people, and I'm not saying it's a bad scent, but my experience is not necessarily shared with the masses, and that's okay. I will go ahead and finish this up, and maybe I'll change my mind. And because I've been revisiting this during the cooler weather, I have been enjoying it more. But again, I just feel like it's some redundancy to it, so we'll see. But highly recommend getting your nose on this one if Guidance was too much, or you want a more fruity approach to Delina or to Guidance. Not at all a bad scent, just may or may not be one for me. Regardless, a new addition from June was this travel of BDK's Empatia. Also picked up a decant of Power Itself from Initio. This was another new release during last year. And while this one is rosy, it's fresh, it's clean. I don't know the notes, but I know it's like fresh. If you are a fan of like a musk therapy, but you want a more floral approach, that's just for comparison. I'm not saying it's not exactly like musk therapy, not at all, but it is Delina La Rose-esque to my nose. But again, subtle differences. This is pretty, it's a performer, but definitely a more lightweight approach, specifically coming from the house of Initio. I don't know if I would deem this passive aggressive just yet based on my experience thus far, but we still have a little bit more ways to go to figure out how I feel about this one. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I like it, but I don't know if it was necessarily a love for me. And definitely sound off in the comments and let me know your thoughts. This also got some traction last year, but I don't know if it's necessarily one that I need to go ahead and upgrade. Again, this is Initio's Power Self, another new addition during the month of June. Closing out June and rolling into July, I'm not only purchasing new releases, but crossing some older releases off of the wish list. First one being this one from Juicebox. This is Karaoke Heart. I had to stop lying to myself about this fragrance and just go on and get it. Sampled this one many times for years and loved it, but didn't necessarily see the need to invest in a full-size bottle until last year. This was all the rave in 2022, 2023. Sold out everywhere. Fragrance of the summer. But I think it came out in the wintertime. Regardless, this was part of the mango craze that I had last year. Mango, pineapple, very boozy from some rum. There's some florals in here, giving it an aquatic touch, if you will. I think it's peaty. Very ambroxan heavy, which makes this last all freaking day. Compliment getter, okay? Perfect for summer vacation, but also packs enough punch to potentially wear during the cooler months. I haven't experimented with that just yet. Those of you who have, confirm down below. But regardless, 7 to 10 business days, especially on clothes, it's perfect for a summer sexy date night or a night out in general. The hype for this fragrance is absolutely warranted, and I'm so glad that I finally got my full-size bottle. This is going to be getting a lot of wear and tear from me this spring and summer. We finna be outside. And if you finna be outside, highly recommend getting your nose on this one. Again, this is oldie at this point, but a goodie. Juicebox's Karaoke Heart. Another wishlist item I crossed off during the month of July is byredo's Sundazed. And let's have a moment of silence because this, as far as I know, has been discontinued. Hate to see it. This is just summertime and smiles in a bottle. It's very bright and zingy from some citrus. It's like airy and sweet from some cotton candy. It's musky. And I think there are some florals, some woodiness in this, you know, a typical byredo DNA. Light, but definitely amplified by some heat, some sun on your skin. It just makes you happy, and it's definitely a mood booster and perfect to smell pretty and sweet, but also like fresh and classy put together during the warmer months. But y'all know I be wearing what I want when I want, and I recommend you do the same within reason, of course. Regardless, so happy I was able to cross this one off of my wish list. Again, this is byredo's Sundazed we added in the month of July. Another one that I crossed off the wish list is Initio's Musk Therapy. This has been on my wish list for years, and I finally snagged it last year. This is another passive aggressive, fresh, clean, musky fragrance, as the name suggests. This is a bright, fresh, fruity approach to a musk, and isn't a screamer per se, but ain't soft. Okay, this lasts and performs. Compliment getter. And it's an extrait. Yes, this is an extrait. Lasts all freaking day. And it's just so good. You have to be a musk fan. You also have to really enjoy sandalwood, I believe it is. It is, it's like laundry, but luxury at the same time. I don't know if that is making sense. I don't know if I'm doing a good job describing this. All I know is that this is popular for a reason. The price tag is warranted. It lasts. It gets compliments. And you can wear this regardless of the season. Definitely thrives in the summer. But regardless of the season, this is going to get attention, in my opinion, from my experience. Shout out to Denise Adore for ruining my life and making me need to get this. Regardless, another new addition during the month of July was a wishlist item crossed off Initials Musk Therapy. Felt good to check off some wishlist items during the month of July, but I also picked up this new release from what is seemingly becoming one of my favorite fragrance houses over here on this channel. This is Amouage's Existence. I don't even think I need to. I just wore this yesterday, and still every time I smell this, it just takes my breath away. It is fresh, clean, green, soapy, floral, rosy, musky, little spicy, resinous goodness. This, as you all know, was my favorite new addition, favorite new release, favorite standout purchase of 2025. And yes, to this day, just about every single time I wear it is going to get a compliment. And even if it doesn't, I'm going to compliment myself because I'm able to enjoy it on myself the full freaking day until I wash it off. Until I wash it off. Yes. Yes. As you should, especially at this price point. I know that this was not for everybody, but I also know that a number of us fell in love with this fragrance. If you enjoy smelling fresh and clean, but you want a unique, in my opinion, approach, a floral approach to smelling fresh and clean, specifically like a green lily of the valley and a really powdery rose, go ahead and get your nose on this one. This is one of my favorite fragrances. Like I said, I just wore this yesterday. Still reaching for this. Still reaching for this. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one. This is an absolute 10 out of 10 all around for me. Another new addition during the month of July was new release at the time of Amouage Existence. July was also a good month. We were responsible. There were no blind buys. These are fragrances that I actually spent time with, knew that I loved and invested in. So we love that. Now August was a little different. August, we got a new release from Queen Jackie Aina from her Forever Mood line with her husband. And I picked up my initial travel of She Was Here. You all know that this was a blind buy that was a love at first sniff. Emptied my first travel, and I won't even delve into the tragic restock story. And my second travel is nearing her end. Feel like this just dwindles more and more every time I show it to y'all. And the full size bottle has already been purchased. But regardless, this scent, my favorite from Forever Mood. And the first investment in a full size bottle from Forever Mood for me. It is rosy and pistachio, a salty, dry, gourmand touch to a rose, along with some really creamy vanilla. Nothing we haven't seen before, but that fruity resinous touch from some pomegranate and some elemi takes this up a notch, gives this a little more complexity. But at the same time, this is not too far out of the box to where it's not wearable or easy to reach for, or to where it's not mass appealing. This is a compliment getter, okay? Love layering this with Swa Malake, which you all know. I love layering this with Heal the Way, which I also told y'all about. It's pretty and subtle, but it's still going to get noticed, especially if you spray her like you mean it. Beautiful, classy, but not one that has to necessarily let you know. You see it. You see it. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you haven't. There's a reason so many of us have fallen in love with this fragrance and why I kept buying it. I fell in love with She Was Here from Forever Mood. Got the real cute in August. Didn't do too much. So moving on to September, this is a blind buy and another new release. This one was forced by the Naturally Liz here on YouTube. Picked this one up for $40, but I think you can find it even cheaper now. This is Lattafa's Scarlet. This is allegedly inspired by Christian Louboutin's Fetiche La Rose. And while I can't necessarily speak to the accuracy of this dupe, schmoop, clone, whatever you want to call it, I can say that I have no regrets whatsoever about spending my little $40 on this. $40 for this sweet, deep, cherry, rose, spicy, earthy goodness. Now, I will say, like I've told you all before, this is a little rough, but even with the rough parts, once that settles down on my skin, this lasts, and I am enjoying my scent bubble all day. This also, every time I've worn it thus far, I don't know if y'all see my little dent. This is strong, so like, I know that don't look like a big dent, but it don't take much. A little bit of this goes a very long way. This gets compliments, y'all. Listen, this is about to be a problem because I think I might wear this for Galentine's. Very polarizing, very complex, and very strong. Again, a little bit of this goes a long way, but that little bit is going to do more than enough, and I love that for me. Again, another new addition during the month of September was Scarlet from Lattafa. Also during the month of September, I blind bought Guerlain's new Shalimar L'Essence flanker. This is one we've been talking about non-stop since then, so I won't take too much of your time. Definitely one of my top new additions for the year, and one of my favorite vanillas in my collection. This low-key has replaced Mon Guerlain for me, which I did finish. I'll do an empties eventually, chop. The bag is sitting right here. I'll do it eventually. Regardless, this one, it is powdery, rosy. There's some incense in it. Very vanilla, but not gourmand. Even though it has gourmand facets from almond, if I'm not mistaken. It's warm and just elegant and beautiful and sweet without being childish. Absolutely no regrets about blind buying this. Definitely recommend getting your nose on this one if you are a fan of vanilla and you want an elevated vanilla but at an accessible price point, in my opinion. Go ahead and get your nose on Guerlain's Shalimar L'Essence. Last but not least, also picked up a travel of Perfect Absolute from Marc Jacobs during the month of September as well. And we talked about this one when it first launched. You all know that this was a love at first sniff. The caramelized fig, that ambery touch, took that really fresh, green, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl realness of Marc Jacobs Perfect, and did her hair, gave her some lipstick, changed her clothes, and took her out for the night. This is more sexy. It's thicker, richer, it's sweeter. Perfect for cooler weather. It's definitely a little more grown than the original. And my favorite from the flankers that I've experienced from this Perfect line thus far. 2025 was definitely the year of the flankers, if you ask me, but this one was actually a good one. Definitely full bottle worthy. I may or may not already have a full-size bottle sitting in the cart, but that's my business. Regardless, definitely sound off in the comments if you added this one to your collection. I loved this one. Highly recommend getting your nose on it if you haven't. Another new addition during the month of September that is absolutely full bottle worthy to me is Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. September was a nice balanced month. We closed off the summer and brought in fall with a couple of new bottles and a couple of travels. Didn't go overboard. So let's go ahead and move on to October. In October, I did pick up another travel. This is the 7 Virtues Buttercream Haze. This is the first fragrance I actually picked up from this house. And I don't know if my dent is going to register this. Probably not. But this one impressed me. I smelled this in store and was like, here's my card. Which really surprised me because I'm not, your resident gourmand girly. But this citrus, cakey, creamy, just sweet, decadent, yummy goodness, but still fragrance. I think there's some woodiness, there's probably some florals. Not only is this very sweet, it's got a little kick to it, especially when you first spray it. There's got some power to it. Not beast mode, not, choking your head off, but noticeable, especially on clothes, a performer, a projector, okay? Now, I do think that this is full bottle worthy. However, because I am not your resident gourmand girly, and this is a more conditional fragrance in that it's one that I'm only going to be reaching for fall and winter. Not to mention, this is pretty strong to my nose, and I know as it sits, it's probably going to get even stronger. I don't necessarily see myself needing to upgrade, at least not for the foreseeable future. Now, will I? We'll see. Regardless, it is definitely full bottle worthy in my opinion, and one that I think you should get your nose on if you are a caramel fan, a vanilla fan, and a gourmand caramel vanilla fan at that. Definitely a great new release from the 7 Virtues. I need to try out their new one. Have y'all tried that one yet? It might be out by the time y'all see this video. Regardless, this is the first 7 Virtues that I spent my coin on, and all of us are shocked. This again is Buttercream Haze from the 7 Virtues. Another hashtag responsible month during the month of October for me. Moving on to November, not so much. I bought this fragrance as a birthday gift to myself. Now, is my birthday in the month of December? Yes. But I started early, okay? I deserve. I picked up Dries Van Noten's Suave Malacay. You see it. Definitely one of my favorite purchases for 2025. And I know y'all see that dent. I don't want to talk about it. This is everything I want to smell like. It is pretty, fruity, flirty, and fun. It's rosy and just feminine, but also very luxe. Very expensive, very smooth, sweet, very badass at the same time too. But not in, like a leathery, spicy way. This is more subdued, more understated, maybe even more sneaky than having like a spicy, resinous, super woody, obnoxious beast mode fragrance. It just makes me feel like a pretty pink princess that can beat your ass at the same time, or pay somebody else to. I love this fragrance. Absolutely no regrets about blind buying myself as a birthday gift. I am still reaching for this, still obsessing over it, and it is definitely going to be one of my signature scents regardless of the weather. It's perfect for the holidays. It's perfect for a romantic date. I could also wear this to brunch or a night out. A universal, just pretty signature, fruity, sweet rose fragrance that I highly recommend getting your nose on. There's a reason outside of the bottle that this is so expensive and so beloved. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one. It is beautiful and layered, but not too complex. I have been talking you all's ears off for months about this fragrance. It is addictive, and I'm still reaching for it. I'm still wearing it. I'm still loving it. And I'm going to continue doing that. And I encourage you to do the same. Regardless, a top new addition that I picked up during the month of November as a birthday gift to myself, and a reckless blind buy. But I ain't got no regrets. This is Dries Van Noten's Suave Malacay. Now, because I spiraled and blind bought myself Suave Malacay during the month of November, I was a little more responsible and acquired a decant of this fragrance from Scentbird. This is Blue Talisman, the extrait from Ex Nihilo. This was heavily influenced by the Santa Maria here on YouTube. Picked this up because of that pear note, and while they have an original, I picked this up as an extra because it's colder out. So you get that juicy pear. It's got some kick to it. I don't know if there's some ginger or something with a little spice. Got some florals in it. It is perfectly unisex, even with that fruity floral makeup, and perfect for cooler weather. It's almost like a like a fresh, spicy situation going on there, some woodiness. It's one I've worn to the office. It's got some wearability to it while still having some complexity to it. Now this one, with me just acquiring it during the month of November, I've worn it a few times, but honestly I don't have much perspective or insight to give just yet. We are still getting to know each other. So far so good. I have enjoyed what I've experienced thus far, but we're still figuring each other out. But it is one that I do encourage you to get your nose on. I am not sure if it's one I want to upgrade just yet, but stand by for my fully formed thoughts as we, get to date each other and learn more about each other and how it makes me feel. But regardless, another new addition during the month of November was this decant of Blue Talisman the X Straight from Ex Nihilo. Now November might have been a little less responsible than October, but I still feel like it was comparable in that, we only added one bottle and one travel. That ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and wrap up the year, round out the year with the best month of the year, my birthday month, December. Another decant that I picked up from Scentbird before I canceled my subscription, and this is Love-o-matic from Room 1015. I told you all that I tried this one out at Scent Explorer, but I feel like I couldn't really enjoy or experience fragrance as well during Scent Explorer as we discussed. So I went ahead and I got a travel of this one, which is definitely in my wheelhouse. Fresh, clean laundry, aldehydic. It's also got probably some citrus, some florals, and like a fruity, sweet touch that they've added to a laundry powder DNA. Enjoyed this one, but again, it's still new. We're still getting to know each other, so I only worn this a couple of times, so I can't give you too much insight, but I know that this is a performer and definitely one that I am enjoying thus far. Is it full bottle worthy for me just yet? Not necessarily, but again, I want to continue spending time with it and really finalize my decision on it. But if you have this one in your collection, let us know your thoughts. I know that this one is really popular, especially amongst the clean girl community, but we gonna see about this one. Regardless, another new addition during the month of December that we are dating and getting to know going into 2026 is Room 1015's Love-o-matic. Another birthday gift I got myself during the month of December because I came across a hell of a deal on Mercari is Amouage's Dia 40. This one was put on my radar from the Santa Maria yet again. I need to block her. Regardless, I wore this one this week as well. I think I wore it to church. This, if you enjoy smelling classically feminine powdery, and I mean powder, this is very, very potent and strong. Go ahead and get your nose on this one. This has some green facets. It has some rose and some, I don't know, geranium. It's all types of notes in this. It is very dense and very, very strong. This isn't X-Straight. This is from their exceptional X-Straight line, Dia 40, indicating that it has a 40% oil concentration. We do not need to overspray this, and I'm telling you that from lived experience. This is a signature scent that can cut through some cold and can probably do numbers in some warmer weather as well. You just smell like a lady. This smells like your life is together. This smells like you have money and access. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you can find it. I suspect or have heard utterings of this potentially being discontinued, which would be very unfortunate, but Moby for me, I guess. You're able to test this out or snag it up. Get your nose on it. Don't blind buy it. Don't blind buy it. Don't blind buy any Amouage, but get your nose on this one if you have not. If you are interested in a very just refined modern spin on a classic scent DNA, in my opinion. Ooh, this just got here, but we are not still getting to know each other because I have been wearing this Perfumer Projector Compliment Getter. Okay, head turner. So excited that I was able to snag this at a deal. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you're able to come across it in any type of way, because like I said, I have heard that this may have been discontinued, but I hope not, because 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. Again, another birthday gift to myself during the month of December was Amouage's Dear 40. Last but most certainly not least, now I didn't get this till damn near the end of January, but I did purchase it in December, so I'm gonna go ahead and include it in our inventory for 2025. And another blind buy inspired by the Santa Maria, Veronica Says, and a couple of other mutuals over on the TikTok. This is Thymene's Florentine Diamond, my second Thyme in my collection. Ooh, this makes me happy as well. But this is not like, it's feminine, but it's not like a girly type of fragrance. I hope that makes sense. Not only does this have some floral, it has some juicy mandarin, especially when you first spray it. It's sweet, but it's also got some like earthy, I don't know if I would say animalic. I guess I could say it's animalic facets to it as well. Some type of like barley. I think there's oud in this as well, which helps this stick to the skin, but not in an obnoxious way, in my opinion. This is an extract. Ooh, yes, this is an extract. So it does stick to the skin and last, but not in like a beast mode way. I hope I'm making sense. This is feminine and flirty floral, but also like layered. Definitely one I highly recommend getting your nose on, especially for weather that's kind of transitioning from warm to cool or cool to hot. Honestly, this has been doing just fine in some brick cold weather for me as well. Again, still new. We're still getting to know each other, still dating and figuring each other out. But definitely one that I have no regrets about blind buying. And I'm grateful y'all ain't lied to me. So yes, to round out 2025 and my birthday month, as well as my birthday gifts to myself, I picked up Florentine Diamond, a new release from Thyme. Well, folks, I done told y'all all my business and gave y'all some updates on the new additions that we acquired during the year of 2025. What a year! Definitely sound off and let me know your thoughts. Let me know some of your top new additions for 2025. How many fragrances did you add in your collection? Are you downsizing? Are you decluttering as well as recluttering? Are you just cluttering? Let us know down in the comments. Regardless, if you are interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed today, please make sure to shop via any available links, discounted links, or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps me out. After commenting on this video and on your way to watching another video of mine, make sure that you like, hype, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to work. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I wasn't even recording. Okay. Said just talking, camera not even on. Found my spreadsheet. Y'all would let me chew a piece of gum, I would have had this nasty taste from them vitamins in my mouth. What? If this burrito is not quite giving, it's because I've given up. I've had enough. Tired. Sick and tired. Comfortable in my skin, feet up above your sins. I love myself, I am cozy.